Hi, I'm back. Sorry, I'm having problems with my computer. Well, not my computer. Well, yeah, my computer does suck. But, my headphones. Anyway, I'm on the stand again. See, I bounce. I got jiggle physics. I couldn't even get it out. I'm sorry. Don't pay attention to my lipstick. It's very off today. Because, I just been through some shit. But, jiggle physics. I like that. Jiggle physics. It's kind of fun to say, but it's kind of hard to say. Anyway, I don't know what I want to do right now. I just got on here and was like, hey, I'm alive. Because I haven't posted anything and it makes me very sad. But, I don't know. I have, a family member, well, whatever. Why am I trying to hide it? My dad, like it's some, like, horrible thing to be hidden. My dad, has COVID and, well, SARS-CoV-2 to be specific. If we're just gonna call it COVID-19, then whatever. But yeah, he has that, and so I had to check up on him a lot, and I got a lot of things going on. But anyway, don't pay attention to the hole in my shirt either, or this pimple, because for some odd reason, you know, I'm just PMSing. For some odd reason. Alright, I should just shut up. Like, a lot of times, I need, like, a button or something where it's just, like, I need, like, a little guardian angel that just sits in my shoulder and, well, sits on my shoulder, not in it, because that would hurt. But there might be a freaking demon in my neck, but I need a guardian angel in my shoulder. But, I need one that just tells me, just whispers in my ear just a little bit sometimes, and it's just like, hey, shut the fuck up. Stop talking. I need to stop cursing. I'm sorry. But anyway. Na, 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 na. How do I feel like? Deutschland. Deutschland. Let me see. That wasn't what I wanted. I'm sorry. Just watch me type all day. Watch me work. My forehead is really shiny, but, you know, that's what happens when you don't wear makeup. I mean, like, stuff on your face. Obviously, I have eyeliner on and an insane lipstick, but I like it. Well, it usually matches my hair, but my hair is a little bit different. Let's see. Hey, you cats better not be fighting. I'll put you back in your room, Zero. My kitty got spayed, and she has... Oh, you want to see something crazy? Hold on. Zero. What are you guys doing? You being good? Okay. Just stay away from Phoenix. He's naughty. Alright, I'm back. I'm coming. Don't worry, I'm coming. Alright, sorry. Okay. My kitty cat, Zero, the one I found on the side of the road that I have videos of, this is hurting my head and super annoying. Just don't really care about it. She was, I don't know. We didn't know what was wrong with her. So I take her to get her spayed, right? Which they gave her a tattoo, and I didn't read the fine print. And now she has just like a little gel tattoo. It's kind of cute. But anyway, she was breathing real weird. I think if you watch videos I have of her, you'll notice. But, warning, there is graphic material about to appear on the screen. More graphic than my face being shiny. But anyway, this came out of her nose. Let me see. I know it's shiny because of the bag. It looks like a freaking fetus, doesn't it? It's like a piece of chicken. I had it in the refrigerator, but it's very hard. It looks squishy, but it is also kind of hard. But look at how big this is, okay? Now, look at my finger, all right? It's almost, wait, what am I thinking? It's right here. So imagine that being stuck in your sinuses, and then imagine you're super small and a cat. I mean, we all imagine that sometimes, but like, that's gigantic. It's a polyp, I guess. It was stuck in her little nose, and now I heard her purr for the first time. I might just put the video on here, but she purred for the first time last night, because she couldn't before. Apparently that affects their ability to purr, I don't know. And she has a little cone on her head, but she got spayed, and I had to drive very far for it. But I'm very happy. And I also believe I have, well, I don't know. But, sorry about that. Zero, don't go in the tunnel. Don't do it. You have your cone on. Oh, jeez. I shouldn't have let you out. This is why I had her in my bedroom, and I let her out, and I'm a bad, naughty, dirty girl. See? Look, you're stuck. Stop it. Jesus Christ, Zero. Hi. No, don't go back there. Come here. Where are you going? Come on. Let me put you back. Sorry again. My bad. She decided to go through the cat tunnel and got stuck and freaked out. So I thought she was okay to be let out, but clearly she can't control herself. So that makes two of us. But anyway, let me see. I have one tiny hair bothering me right here. Dear God. Let's see. It's like cold, but it's hot in here. I hope I'm not sick. I don't know. I was listening to Alec Benjamin in the car, and I have a couple songs from him I want to sing because he is, I don't know, I like his songs. But let's see. Let me down slowly. I feel weird. Like, I'm scared now. I'm scared of you guys now. This night is cold in the kingdom. I can feel you fade away. From the kitchen to the bathroom sink, and your steps keep me awake. Don't cut me down, throw me out, leave me here to waste. I once was a girl with dignity and grace. Now I'm slipping through the cracks of your cold embrace. So please, please, could you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Cold skin drag my feet on the tile as I'm walking down the corridor. And I know we haven't talked in a while, so I'm looking for an open door. Don't cut me down, throw me out, leave me here to waste. I once was a girl with dignity and grace. Now I'm slipping through the cracks of your cold embrace. So please, please, could you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. And I can't stop myself from falling down, down. And I can't stop myself from falling down, down. And I can't stop myself from falling. I don't know. Is that how it goes? I didn't listen to it enough. I always do this. There's like 5 of them. And you know I don't do that. Wow, that was a really simple song. Let's see if there's another one. Oh. Ew. Let's see if I remember this one. Sorry, that one's bad. I'm sorry that I did this. The blood is on my hands. I stare at my reflection. I don't know who I am. Practice my confession in case I take the stand. I'll say I learned my lesson. I'll be a better man. I'm packing up my things and I'm wiping down the walls. I'm rinsing off my clothes and I'm walking through these halls. I did it all for him, so I felt nothing at all. I don't know what he'll say, so I'll ask him when he calls. Would you love me more if I killed someone for you? Would you hold my hands? They're the same ones that I used when I killed someone for you. Would you turn me in when they say I'm on the loose? Would you hide me when my face is on the news? 'Cause I killed someone for you. I hear the sirens coming. I see the flashing lights. I just did that not shortly ago, actually. I'm driving through the suburbs, wearing my disguise. I show up at his doorstep to look him in the eyes. Can't I tell him that it's me, but he doesn't recognize. Can't you see I'm running? Said I need a place to hide. I gotta ask you something. Could you please let me inside? Just let me explain. No, I wouldn't tell you lies. I know you'll understand if you just let me stay the night. Would you love me more if I killed someone for you? Would you hold my hands? They're the same ones that I used when I killed someone for you. Would you turn me in when they say I'm on the loose? Would you hide me when my face is on the news? 'Cause I killed someone for you. You have to understand that the one I killed is me, changing what I was for what you wanted me to be. I followed your direction, did everything you asked. I hope it makes you happy, 'cause there's just no turning back. Would you love me more if I killed someone for you? Would you hold my hands? They're the same ones that I used when I killed someone for you. Would you turn me in when they say I'm on the loose? I am. Would you hide me when my face is on the news? 'Cause I killed someone for you. It's just yeah at the end. Yeah. Yeah. That was odd. It's an interesting song. I watch a lot of like what do you call them? Like murder mystery stuff, you know? I mean, they're not mysteries because you find out in the end, but you know what I mean. And stuff about serial killers, and not just serial killers, but like weird cases that were crazy. And man, did I watch a video the other day of what? This poor girl, what was her name? What was it? It was like, I know it was in some area named Lansing, and her name was Rose, and I need to find it. Like, if you can look up that story, this poor girl, like, I know it seemed like she was young and she was doing some stuff, but, you know, it was talking about, like, how her stepmom said, like, if someone kidnapped her, they would pay me to give her back. And she's not every mother's dream, quote, which, Jesus, I mean, you know, you can't blame someone for not sugarcoating it, you know, laying it on lightly was what I was gonna say. But, she was in, like, her teenage years, like, her, you know, how everyone gets, like, those weird, like, angry teenage years, and especially some girls. I mean, I like to think that I was definitely crazy, but I was never, like, angry, you know? Like, I was just kind of, I don't know, me. I wasn't, like, nobody was, like, I don't know, scared of me. There's probably a couple people scared of me, but for different reasons. But anyway, and it's like she like had this childhood friend. They were friends forever. It was a boy. I think his name was Billy. Sorry. Trying to think of more. And then John. John was the name of this rapper guy, and she was like, I don't know. You know how, like, teenagers fall for things, like, I don't know. He was, like, a drug dealer and stuff, had money and guns, and she's, like, so all about him, like, just head over heels for this guy. And so, you know, they dated, and they all hung out, her, Billy, John, and, she had a friend, I think, named Bailey at some point, who left her at one time with, like, a strange man when she was younger, and he raped her, and he only got 1 year in prison for it. So that happened to her before all this with John and whatever. But, and then, so, they, I don't know, I guess John wanted to break up with her, and she was, like, not having it, and I don't know. It was like some weird, I don't know if they were still together, off and on thing, but one day she vanished, and she wasn't even, like, quite missing yet. And I have to go back. I don't even know the age. This is the one thing that bothers me, because I want to know like, her age when this happened, this part. I know she was older. I want to say she was at least, like, 18 to 20. I mean, that's young. That's really young. But, but she was, I think, younger when she was raped. But anyway, so she was a little, you know, she was a teenager, and she had crazy stuff happen to her. But, she vanished, and her mother was like, her mother said the morning, she didn't come home that night from a party, and she said she felt something was wrong, like, immediately that night. And the next morning, when she noticed she wasn't there for, like, you know, breakfast or whatever, when her mom woke up, she said she just felt she was missing, like, she was gone, you know, like a mother's intuition. Like, she just had a feeling that she was just gone. So, not even, 24 hours missing, her mother called the police to say she was missing. And it took them days to start looking for her, but nobody could find any information at all on her. But the police said when they were talking to her childhood friend Billy, and they said they knew they were talking to a man who did something, but they had nothing on him. He knew that, and he was swearing up and down he didn't know anything. So she's missing for 3 years, and 3 years later, like, weird tips come in. My computer just went off. That's why this time, whatever. But the like weird tips come in. Like, everyone says, Rose is in the forest. She's in the river. Someone did this to her. Someone killed her for this reason. But 3 years later, Billy, her childhood friend, told this crazy ass story. And, like, I wish I could present more to you from what I watched, because, like, just learning other little things about, like, her childhood was just, like, it paints a better picture of her. It paints the entire picture of her. That's why you should just look it up yourself. I'm going to say Lansing was in Michigan or something, but I don't know. But, yeah, so 3 years later, Billy, I don't know, maybe he was stricken with, I don't know how he made it this far off of the story that he's told. But Billy tells the police that John, the boyfriend guy that didn't want to be boyfriend with her, they picked her up, in John's truck, or was it Billy's truck? I don't know, I forget. I think it was Billy's. I'm not sure, though, honestly. I have something in my eye, like, really bad, but, they picked her up, and for some reason, like, John and her were having sex in the back of the truck, and then Billy said while, like, her head was in his lap, that she was having sex with John, and I don't know. I mean, I guess he was just trying to be truthful. But it does paint a picture of which one, in the end, killed her. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was John. But still, it's like, did he love her and she wasn't reciprocating this? You know what I mean? So, and, wanted to be with John, and then this thing happened, and that just threw him over the edge. Like, she's gonna have sex with him while her head is on my lap. I don't know, maybe she was giving him a blowjob. Maybe they were trying to have a threesome. But anyway, then they stop for John to go into his store, and Billy said he later found out that in the bag that John got from the store was, like, a hatchet, trash bags, a fillet knife, and I can't remember what else. A couple other things, but super suspicious if I was, like, a checkout clerk. And, I don't know. So then he says they get to John's grandfather's house, and, they all decide to take a shower together. And so she said that when they get out of the shower, that Rose and Billy, him, were, like, basically, like, drying their hair and brushing it, because Billy had long hair, and John didn't. And he went out, left the bathroom for a minute, and he came back in, and when he stepped back in, he had a cord in his hand. And he came and wrapped it around her neck, and she was, like, laughing, like, haha, like, real funny. And Billy said then he just saw it tightening, and he said she stopped laughing, and he said the only time he stepped in, what a great friend, was to say, why are you doing this? And John reportedly said, that bitch has to go. And that's it. And apparently he just sat there and watched her be strangled to death. And when she was dead, he said John picked her up and laid her in the bathtub, and Billy left the room to then go do, oh no, John and both John, oh, I think it was Billy said he was in the room and John had a fillet knife and he slit her throat when she was in the bathtub to make sure she was dead, I guess. And then Billy couldn't, I guess, I don't know, handle it anymore, so they went out and did more cocaine. I guess they were on cocaine, both of them. And then John went back in to the bathroom with a hatchet and wood and the trash bags and stuff, and apparently cut her up. Started at her hands and her arms and then her feet. And Billy said he came out of the bathroom while Billy was like sitting on the couch, and he had the knife and he had her foot on the tip of the knife, and he just came out of the bathroom like to show it to him or something. Like, the fuck, like, and then jeez, from there he cut her up, and then in John's they're at John's, the rapper guy, her boyfriend-ish, not, had like some kind of fireplace in the basement, and Billy helped John move body parts and burn them, the smaller parts, down in the basement, the smaller parts, I guess. And then the bigger parts, like, I guess the torso, I mean, it makes me sick. I don't know why. I watch so many of these, and for some reason this one makes me, like, really sick. Like, and just, you have to have the whole story. I'm probably not telling it very well, but, so she, like, I'm thinking of all these things, like, how do you just, like, yeah, he thought he was, like, some badass rapper, drug dealer guy, had guns and money, like, and just whatever, but, like, maybe, was this back in the 90s? I know it was easier to get away with killing people back then, but, then they drove 100 miles to a property somebody owned, and burnt the rest of her body, and they dug a pit and they poured logs in there, gasoline, and they spent 10 hours burning her body. And then at some point Billy said John pulled a piece of her flesh that was cooked off of the burn pile and put it on a piece of bread with just mustard and ate it for the experience. Like, jeez. If that doesn't sound like a crackhead, then I don't know. I mean, sorry if you're a crackhead. I'm trying not to judge, but, like, Jesus, it's so bad. So it took 10 hours to burn the rest of her to ashes again. And, they spent their way driving back. So this was basically, they killed her that night, that her mom said she had a feeling of her being gone when she didn't come home. And she actually called Billy's mom to ask where she was, because she figured she would be with Billy. And so Billy called her mom back the next day and said, I don't know where she is. Or no, a couple of days later, and said, I don't know where she is, I haven't seen her. And nobody had. But on the way driving back from where they were to burn her body, they like threw the ashes out all the way, like driving back, you know, they poured them along the roadside as they were driving. And honestly, like, I don't know, like, what did she, like, do something to them? Like, I mean, I know, like, we all have, like, that one friend that's just kind of, like, messed up in the head, you know, a little bit, but it's just, like, I don't really care, like, you see pictures of her and stuff, and she was just, like, you know, like, 18-year-old girl or whatever. And, like, why did she need to die? I don't understand. Like, she'd already been raped by that one guy, so she was, a little bit traumatized by it. And there's way more to the story. He only got a year in jail. And then these two guys, like, why would her childhood friend just help this guy? He said later on, because he thought John would kill him too if he didn't help. But, like, really? You're gonna let all that happen in front of you? All of that? Think about that. Him choking her, and then slitting her throat, coming out with a foot, and then helping him carry body parts to the basement to burn of your friend, and then driving with this man. I would not get in a car with this man if I was scared. I'd be like, go do that yourself. You can clearly do this yourself. But maybe they were, I don't know, he's traumatized or something, but I don't know, honestly. John couldn't have been holding the knife when he was choking her. I would have been like, slash, motherfucker. But, I don't know. And then, like, eating a piece of her, like, I'd smack, like, what the, I don't know. It was just so messed up, like, making me think about it. And, I just felt so bad for her, because then so Billy told all this to the police. And 3 years later, in John's grandfather's, where he killed her, bathroom, was a speck of blood, and it was roses. 3 years later, still there. And so that got, basically, he was on trial, and he got sent to jail. Billy got, what did he get? He got, like, no time in jail or something for telling on John, like a plea deal for, saying whatever against him. And then this guy John in jail, he's 45 or something today. Might be older. He's, like, active, I think, on Twitter. Has, like, his fiance, like, posting for him. I don't know. These people that want to date, like, killers, like, Jesus. How do you get a fiance while you're in jail? Like, for murdering a little girl, like, and, like, everything that happened. He said Billy did it. But John fled to Mexico after. He had all this drug money that he had or whatever. So he fled to Mexico, and then all these stops along the way. I think he says it on his own. He talks about how him fleeing on his own Twitter while his fiance posting for him from jail. But talks about it. And he's trying to get a new trial now here in 2020. And because of COVID, it makes everything harder, which for once, thank goodness. But he's trying to get out because he's still trying to say that Billy did it. But why would you run then? Like, Billy didn't run. Oh, and John's brother, Tim, they went and told Tim about it, so Tim knew. Tim is the one that went with John to flee because he said, don't worry about it, I'll get rid of the murder weapons, etc. So apparently he got rid of whatever, like the hatchet, the knife, etc. And, so they find Tim in Mexico, and Tim leads them to John. And so they get him. And he's 45 now, trying to get out of jail. Like, frankly, Billy should be in jail too. Both of them, for the rest of their lives. Because that's just sad. Like, imagine, like, getting raped. Guy gets 1 year. And then someone kills you. And your best friend just basically helps the guy. And he gets off with, like, nothing. And then the guy that killed you, that you loved or whatever, is trying to get out. Like, I don't care how long you're that's why you sit in jail forever. You're supposed to suffer. That, like, you can't just get out. I hate when people that kill people try to get back out of jail after. I don't know why. I mean, obviously I do know why, cuz that's fucked up. But like, they get older and they're like, "Oh, I'm like, jail probably made them even worse of a person, honestly, because a lot of jails basically create bigger criminals. Like, and I have some knowledge in this, not for myself, from my own experience, but from somebody else's. So, a lot of jails create bigger criminals, and this guy was in. Well, John was in his 20s, and like I said, I don't remember what Rose's age was, but she was definitely younger than him, too. So, this man killed this girl, and now because he's older and he's tired of jail, he wants to get out. Like, fuck you, dude. Really? Like, I honest to God hope nothing happens that allows him to be out, but I think that Billy should have been in jail too. Because the whole thing, I don't know why. Normally they don't get me. Like, they don't get me in this way. Like, I don't know. I just feel like really sick by the whole thing, and I like keep thinking about this poor girl and just like the whole situation that happened. Like, how's your best friend just her one friend is the one that let her get raped, not Billy, but it was some other girl. I forget her name, but her girlfriend left her with some man they met on a basketball court because she said, quote, she seemed like she wanted to talk to him more than she wanted to talk to me, so I went home. Like, I don't care. Don't leave your friend. Ever. I have never left a friend with a strange man. If anything, I've gotten them away from them. Like, that's just insane. I've chased away. I shouldn't say this. Never mind. I was gonna say I chased away people with weapons before. Like crazy men from my friends. So, like, I don't know. I don't know, that story just got me. I don't know why I just spent like 40 minutes telling you that. No one's gonna watch this to the end, but if you do, then I'm gonna go now. But I do appreciate it if you did watch it to the end. But you should look it up yourself. It was something like Lang Sing, like Langsing, Lang Sing, and the girl's name was Rose, and the killer was John. And I don't know the year this happened, but I clearly wasn't prepared for this. But I wasn't prepared to tell the whole story either, honestly. But really, I don't know. If you watch like the whole thing or watch someone else tell you the story, like that actually has like more details and will go through the whole thing, you'll probably find it somewhere, I'm sure, because there was a lot of people talking about it when it happened. And I guess now because he's trying to get out of jail, the John guy, but like he needs to stay in jail. Like, I don't know. I'm like never troubled by these stories, even though I know I should be, but I'm not. But this one, I don't know, I've been thinking about it for like 2 days. It's just, I feel so bad for her. Like the poor little thing, like all that happened. And these men just keep trying to get away with it. Like, God. I'm angry at you men lately. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go now, and I will see you next time, and I hope you have a good day. It's snowing outside here, which is okay, I guess. I don't know. It sucks to drive in, but... And then you get inside and you're too hot, and you're outside and you're too cold. Maybe I just complain a lot. I don't know. But I'm going to go, and I hope you have a lovely day. And if I don't see you before Christmas, then I will see you when I see you. And I love you all, if no one told you that. Bye-bye.